All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. This is Pastor Dowell. I'm sure that you're familiar with the videos I've been doing ever since the beginning of this year, warning us of a possible conflict, a military conflict with Russia. And I tell you what, I kind of pulled back. I thought I was going to be able to make it 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks. But the news and everything that is happening and what's not being reported is what's disturbing to me, to you. Because after all, are not the mainstream news media and then those of us who actually have information, are we not beholden to you, the general public, for those of you who are concerned and really truly want to know? Because I understand it's real easy for us all to stick our head in the ground, get absorbed in our own lives, and just act like that there's nothing else going on in the world. But for people like myself who want to know, because we understand that when we are abreast of the actions of the times, what's going on right now, that it also gives us the ability to know how to navigate life going forward and to prepare. You may not be interested in it. That's fine and good. You go back to your utopia, go back to sleep. But remember this, you deserve exactly what you get when it comes to. I just got finished watching somewhat form of what you call a press conference, almost an hour long, with Donald Trump up here literally threatening Russia with a nuclear holocaust. Now, I understand what's going on. At times, it seems like he's capitulating because he's trying to be diplomatic. But he is being pushed very hard, extremely hard. Now, it's no secret. I've told you about a deep state. I've told you about a shadow government. I told you about these intelligence agencies that are working against Donald Trump and working against his administration. And every single time you turn around, classified information is being leaked out all over the place. The man can't even carry on a damn private conversation with world leaders without the New York Times, the Washington Post, and every other of these communist news media, whatever you want to call them boogers, papers or whatever. Anyway, leaking classified information out, putting our national security at risk. And you know what? I need to calm myself down here for a second because I don't want to say something I might regret later on. Teshuva. All right. Oh boy. So what's happening? For those of you who don't know, and those of you who like your little games on your cell phones, and you like playing Scrabble and all these other little things, and just think your little world ain't going to be disturbed, and you're depending on somebody else to make the right choices and decisions for you, because you don't want to be involved in making your own sound choice and decision, at least being a help, because you're so self-absorbing in your own little life. I think that pisses me off too more than anything, because, there should be something that should stir up in your spirit to let you know what? When I see leaders, including my own pastor, when I see him start getting stirred up and getting very concerned about what's going on in this world right here, I think it's time for me to start paying heed and to really truly keep my ear glued to what he's saying. Well, what's happening lately? I thought I was going to try to make it 2 weeks without talking about the conflict with Russia and the United States. I'll tell you exactly what's going on. All right. You got Russian fighter jets right now buzzing U.S. warships over in the Black Sea. Now we got to ask ourselves a question. What is America doing there anyway? I told you, if you've done your homework, is that the United States of America, first of all, NATO has got Russia surrounded. And the United States of America has Iran surrounded on both sides of its borders. And then Russia sends its spy ships, and it lurks off the coast of Connecticut. The Pentagon chief rejects a military cooperation with Russia. Will you cooperate? Hell no, we ain't cooperating. We in bad, dire times and dire straits. We really, truly are. Now, what has all this done? All of this has literally forced Donald Trump to come out even harder because, again, it's the art of the deal. He wants to try to cut a deal in order to bring a peace process, everybody. But there are other things going on that is beneath him, meaning running under the radar. And, I mean, how do you solve this? The only way you solve this is fire all the CIA, all the FBI, anybody that has anything to do with any U.S. military or U.S. intelligence whatsoever at all. But you can't do that, though. Because if you do that, then guess what? You're going to bring in a bunch of new cherries that don't even know how to operate. They don't even know what's going on in the world. And so what do? You have everybody looking over each other back, spying on each other. Russia flat out tells the White House, I be damned if we're going to return Crimea to Ukraine. We ain't going to do it. And then I'm looking at this particular article I got pulled up right here. Check this one out. Russia launches missiles violating a treaty. What is going on? I'm telling you what's going on. Somebody's sabotaging the information that the supposed to be classified. They're leaking it out to the mainstream news media. And what they're doing is they're stirring up both governments on both sides of the fence. And they're pushing for the United States and Russia. Donald Trump, he just speaks candid. He says, yeah, we got plenty of nuclear missiles, and they do too. And then, you know what? When you really truly look at this, and you look where we were under the Barack Hussein Obama administration, we're right back to square damn one again from the beginning. Because think about this. Hillary Clinton and her foundation was found running dirty, selling uranium to Russia. What is this push against Russia? We already know what's going on over there. But I'm telling you what, man, Trump has found out that being a president is a whole lot harder than running for president. And I'm telling you, what a mess that we all find ourselves in right now. I think you should be concerned because, like I said, the United States of America has plans to go into Iraq, whether you like it. I keep saying that. Has plans to go into Iran, whether you like it, understand it, comprehend it or not. You better start prepping. I'm telling you, you should have been prepping, but you better start prepping because things are not looking good. For glory's sake, war. It's on the horizon. You had better listen to this pastor. Your other pastors are too busy preaching the gospel of greed. Why do you think that the biggest churches in the United States of America are these mega churches that preach the prosperity gospel or the gospel of greed? Because there's a bunch of greedy folks in there. They always want to get something for nothing instead of being content with the things that they have. That's a little bonus for you. A little truth that will set you free.